What is going on, Fan Clan? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Danny Phantom. I want to start out just by saying thank you to everyone, whether this is your first time here or you've been here before and you continue to come back just to show your support. Thank you so much. It means everything to me. Also, today is December 26th as I'm recording this, and hopefully as you're watching this, I hope everybody had a wonderful, wonderful holiday yesterday. Whatever you did, I hope you were safe and had a ton of fun. Maybe you got to spend time with friends and loved ones, or at least did some sort of social distancing or some sort of gathering, if that is what you prefer doing. So I hope it was enjoyable as much as possible, at least. With that being said, we are closing in on 2021. That's crazy to me. I can't believe we finally made it through this year. Things will hopefully start looking up in 2021. I can't wait just to kind of turn the leaf, turn the chapter, and get going through 2021. We've all been through a lot. So cheers to everybody, because that's a really big deal. We've been faced with a lot of different situations in 2020 that haven't been kind. We do have a Fossil box break coming tomorrow night. I just wanted to throw that reminder out there. Live on this channel right here. We're going to be going live on YouTube and opening up a Fossil unlimited booster box. It's going to be a ton of fun. Hopefully we pull a Dragonite or a Gengar or some super cool cards. That is completely sold out, but that will be here 8:30 p.m. tomorrow night live on this YouTube channel. And then 1 week after that, we're going to be opening up an unlimited Team Rocket booster box. We have the ability of opening up two. So if you haven't gotten your pack yet, I will leave a link in the description below where you can purchase a pack for that. That is going to be live on this YouTube channel next week Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. I love the Team Rocket set. That's what got me into Pokemon to begin with. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. Oh, it's so exciting. All right, with that being said, I do want to talk about Pokemon, especially as we roll into 2021, because PokeBeach just dropped out an article a few days ago that I want to cover and then give my thoughts on it, because there's a lot that's been going on with the Pokemon trading card game. This boom that we've had over the past 8-9 months has been absolutely crazy. Many of you are talking and commenting. We've discussed it before, but you go to stores and the shelves are empty. So how long is that going to continue for? Well, it looks like it's going to continue for at least the majority of 2021, and we're going to get into that article right now. But PokeBeach.com is just an excellent resource. So if you haven't gone to PokeBeach or PokeGuardian.com, those are both really good resources for news. The guy who runs PokeBeach, John, does an excellent job. Very underrated for all the things that he provides. We're going to kind of go over the article right now, and then I'm going to give my thoughts, and especially on how that's going to impact Shining Fates and Battle Styles when those come out in February and March, respectively. So the title of the article is Adjust Your Expectations. Pokemon TCG shortages will continue into 2021. What is going on with Pokemon supply lately? Why is it so hard to find the TCG in stores? The new normal for releases will be waves, a limited supply of product up front, then additional waves after release. So if you remember, we went through this with Champion's Path, we went through this with Vivid Voltage, and the waves kind of ended up getting a little bit delayed, moving into January now with Vivid Voltage and also the new Darkness Ablaze wave that is coming out. According to an announcement TPCI sent to its distributors, Shining Fates will be printed in waves. TPCI publicly hinted at the same release method for Champion's Path in October, tweeting that players can expect to see more shipments of the product after the set's initial release. This was the only public acknowledgement from Pokemon that something unusual was occurring with their releases. Pokemon's not alone. In September, Magic the Gathering publicly announced their upcoming products would be printed in waves. Why is this happening to the trading card games? The answer, as usual, is the pandemic. So basically everything that we've been going through. Southern states like Texas and North Carolina are home to printing plants for Magic and Pokemon. They've also been hit the hardest. Back in March, lockdown orders forced printing plants to shut down for 90 days because they're not considered essential businesses. At the same time, demand for hobbies went through the roof, which we've discussed. As people stayed home, when printing plants resumed production, they not only had to catch up with their backlog, but needed to get ready for future releases. This created a supply and demand problem, which we've talked about before. Obviously, we're going through a giant supply and demand problem. The end result is the TCGs struggling to print their product. This is likely why Pokemon has shifted the release dates for their sets through summer 2021. It may also be why they aren't printing staff promos for the foreseeable future. The situation is even worse for Europe. Their cards are printed at our printing plants and then shipped overseas months in advance. Their first wave, which is also limited, is largely allocated to big box retailers. This doesn't leave much product for hobby shops to order for recent sets. Some products were never available to hobby shops because they were allocated to retail chains. While you should try to find Pokemon TCG products as they become available, it's best to adjust your expectations. During the pandemic, there isn't as much product immediately available. Other fans also want product more than ever and will instantly snatch it up, making it difficult to find. The product will eventually release to everyone, so it's best to be patient until everything rolls out and businesses go back to normal. Okay, so What does this all mean? We've talked about this, somewhat before, but not in direct relation to Shining Fates, because it does play a huge impact on Shining Fates and also Battle Styles that are coming out in February and March, respectively. So there's two different things that I want to discuss. The first thing, with Pokemon being so far behind in product, that really makes this go back and kind of I guess it kind of reiterates my thoughts behind the reprinting possibility of a set like Evolutions, because it's not something that they're typically going to reprint, especially the set being 2 generations old, especially the set being 5 years old. It's not something that they're, in my opinion, probably going to consider doing, because they're going to have to focus so much attention and time onto these sets that are coming up. So a set like Shining Fates, a set like Battle Styles, that's what's going to kind of grab Pokemon's attention right now. The special 25th anniversary set that they've already said is going to come out in October, that's going to require a ton of their time as well. So reprinting a set as old as Evolutions, even at a small rate, doesn't seem likely, in my opinion. Now, again, that is just my opinion, but reprinting these old sets costs money. So when people sit there and say, well, Evolution sells really well, yeah, it probably does, but it costs them money every time they go back and they reprint an old set. So even though they reprint it and they redistribute it, they're still getting the same rates for those products that they're sending over to distributors. It's not like they're getting better rates because they're selling this product to distributors that's more in demand. They're getting the same rates. So the more than likely situation is that they're going to try and print more Shining Fates or more Battle Styles and sell that again, because those are already on the printers. They don't have to worry about stopping production to load different what are those called, the tiles or printing blocks, whatever you want to call them. They don't have to worry about loading all that stuff up. They can just kind of focus on those sets. That is one thing that kind of sparked my attention when I was reading this article. The other thing that I want to address is kind of more of a caution. And when they talk about being patient and how to adjust your expectations, I really want to highlight that point, because it's super important. I know that Shining Fates is a hugely in-demand set, and I know a lot of people are kind of panicking, and they really want to order this, and they really want to make sure that they get it. The problem is a lot of places that I've seen that are taking pre-orders are not adjusting their pre-orders based off the idea that this is going to be coming in waves. So for Champions Path, I can say first and foremost, we got an allocation number for Champions Path for Wave 1. And then we got another allocation a couple weeks later for Wave 2, and then we got another allocation a couple months later for Wave 3. So that was specific to the Champions Path Elite Trainer boxes. Distributors got their number, and this was kind of the first time where we had waves, where we had these talks of waves. So Champions Path, our distributors reached out to us. They said, hey, we'll give you this much, and then they came back a couple days later and said, hey, just so you know, there's going to be an additional wave that's going to come out the following month. Here's what we'll give you for that. And then a couple months later, they said, looks like they're going to reprint it again. They're going to release another wave that's going to come out in December. We'll give you this. This time it is working completely different, because we already know that waves are a thing. So this time distributors are coming out and they're saying, hey, this is what you ordered, this is what you are getting, but it's going to be spread apart in 3 different waves. So a lot of companies, a lot of storefronts, a lot of eBay sellers, a lot of online businesses, they have their order. They have how much they are getting in total, or they have an approximate idea of how much they are getting in total. When you are pre-ordering, make sure you are reading the fine print. Make sure you are reading all of the description, because if it says that this is for a pre-order that releases in February, this will ship on February 19th, then you can kind of hold that company to the standard that it is going to ship on February 19th and be a part of that first wave. If it just says Hidden Fates Elite Trainer Box, this is for a pre-order, the initial set releases in February, then you need to be more careful, because you don't know what part of that pre-order, you don't know what wave that is going to be in. And this is kind of a situation where we as storefronts, we as retailers don't know either. We don't know how many we are going to be getting in each wave. We just know there's a specific amount that is going to come to us in total. So if I'm somebody who's looking for a pre-order and I see, oh, there's an ETB that's on sale right now on eBay, and this guy is selling them for $69.99, and that's a price that I'm okay paying, even though it's above MSRP, because I know it's going to be a super popular set and I'm not going to be able to find it, I'm going to get it. And in the description down below, it says I'm getting multiple waves of this. I'm going to have a total of X amount. Your order will ship sometime after February 19th. It will be part of those waves. So if you're somebody who's already kind of purchased a bunch of ETBs, or you've purchased some ETBs, I would reach out. If you don't already know that you're part of that February 19th drop, I would reach out to the person who you bought it from, or to the company that you bought it from, and say, hey, can you confirm which wave that I'm going to be in with this set? Because chances are they probably can't, and you want to find out if you're getting that product right away, because like Champions Path, a lot of times these products sell for a lot more right away because the demand is so high. But then as Pokemon starts printing more, people get a feel for the set. Hidden Fates and Champion's Path were both very different, but this could fall more like Champion's Path, where people get a lot of this at the beginning, and then price could start going down a little bit more and more as the set's released. So you don't want to be paying for a product now that's not going to come out until June or July, and paying a premium now without knowing exactly when you're going to be getting the product. So that is going to happen with the set. It's important to understand that pre-orders they need to have details associated with them. So when you're pre-ordering Shining Fates, you definitely want to look into when you are getting that product specifically, so that way you're not part of a later wave and then you're sitting there wondering why you didn't get your product. Likewise with Battle Styles, same thing. We can assume that this is going to come in different waves, just like Vivid Voltage did. Unfortunately, we've already seen Pokemon get backed up when they're printing with their printing process and how things are going. So we were originally expecting a major reprint of Darkness Ablaze and Vivid Voltage in December. That got pushed off to January. So this could be the same thing with Battle Styles. We don't know what our allocation numbers are yet for Battle Styles. Our order isn't even due until the end of January for Battle Styles. So Battle Styles is coming out in the middle of March. I've had people who have messaged me saying, hey, why aren't you accepting pre-orders? I see a lot of other sites accepting them already. Well, our orders aren't even due. So when our orders are due, that's when we can start getting closer to the idea of when we'll be getting an allocation in for at least the first wave of Battle Styles. But we can assume that the number that we want to get is not going to be allocated to us. This is a lot different than what we've had with prior print runs, with Vivid Voltage that kind of started with that. Darkness Ablaze, we were able to pretty much order whatever we wanted, and we got that. Vivid Voltage, we ordered whatever we wanted, but we got cut. We got allocated pretty hard a couple weeks prior to the release without expecting it. And that's when those waves really started hitting these main sets. So I would expect the same thing for Battle Styles. We'll go in at the end of January and we'll say, this is what we want. And our distributors will come back, okay, middle of February and say, this is what we'll give you for Battle Styles. That's when we can put up pre-orders and say, hey, we're firm. We know we're getting this amount, at least for the first wave. So pay attention to these waves. That's why this is so important. I don't want you guys kind of getting left in the dust. Same thing with retail chains, storefronts. If you're somebody who just likes going out and hunting for these new products when they come out, it's important to understand that these are going to be coming out in multiple waves again. So if you don't get something opening weekend of a release, that's okay. Be patient. Don't go around and start spending $300 for an Elite Trainer box because you're panicking. Be patient. These could come out for a few months where they're restocking the shelves, getting 30 every couple weeks, getting 3 cases every couple weeks until the set starts going more out of print and we start focusing on that 25th anniversary set. So I have a feeling that there could be a lot of Shining Fates available in spring and in summer. It's just going to come out all over the place in different waves. And I know this set is going to be a lot more popular than a set like Champion's Path, and it's going to rival that popularity of like a Hidden Fates. But it's important not to lose your cool. Don't panic too much and just pay attention. Pay attention to where you're getting things from, because a lot of people have been able to get distributor license, get product at wholesale, and they're trying to sell it right now and take advantage of the market, and that's not fair to you as an end consumer because they don't understand the complete ropes of everything and how often they're going to be getting it. So pay attention to that. It's really, really important. I just don't want you guys wasting your money and losing out on getting product, as soon as it comes out, like you may be spending your hard-earned money on. So with that being said, I'm not going to cover any more on that today. I really appreciate everything. I hope to see you guys tomorrow for our fossil break. We have 3 breaks this week. We have a fossil break tomorrow night. Tuesday afternoon, I'm going to be opening up an entire case of Shiny V. That is sold out as well. I might try and do another box break later this week. And then next weekend, next Sunday, we're going to be opening up that Team Rocket booster box right here. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. It's going to be amazing. Oh, put it the right side up. Guys, thank you so much for everything. Hit that subscribe button down below if you're not already subscribed to the channel. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, I can't even talk. Thank you for everything, guys. Until next time, I'm sorry that I have to go to a party, and this is what I was told I need to wear. Can you believe that? It's ridiculous, guys. Thank you. Life as a dad. Woohoo! All right, guys, next time I'll see you. Bye.